Well, hi everybody. Gary Sinclair, good to be with you again. You know, years back when the movie Frozen first came out, Jackie and I headed to the theater on a weekday afternoon. And as you might expect, right after lunch, midweek, there were only a couple of others there with us. So, middle of the week, we'd just eaten lunch, small crowd. Yeah, I fell asleep right at the end of the previews. I mean, I wasn't even close to alert. I was more inert. The dictionary defines inert as lacking the power to move. Yeah, that was me. Well, when I did wake up, my first question to Jackie was, why is everything frozen? Of course, I had no clue as to what the movie was even about. I'd missed the entire premise and setup for the pilot. Well, Jackie filled me in later. Fortunately, I've seen the movie again, and just recently I saw a great stage version of it. Did you know that it's not real, and yet it has some deep meaning? I'm still unsure about that, but I did learn that the song everybody liked back then, Let It Go, was from that movie. Well, as you all probably know, it's an emotion grabber song with that exciting, inspirational Broadway-style closing that everybody applauds for. And way too many still sing, to the chagrin of a lot of people. Well, I also do think, though, the song's title has some practical applications. Let me suggest a couple of things that we'd be wise to let go of as a way of adding more peace and serenity in this busy world where we all reside. The areas of application will, of course, vary from person to person. Yours may not be exactly like mine, but these three that I want to share with you can probably be helpful in anybody's story or journey. So here we go. First, I think we need to let go of demanding that certain people change. You know, we so often want, even try to require those who oppose us or irritate us or we're in conflict with to just alter how they think, react, act generally more like my rules. And when they don't, what do? Well, we first try to offer them more logic and tell them, hey, if you only understood this, then perhaps maybe you have a louder voice the next time, or even drop on them some lofty judgment that you think will help them see the light. Well, our efforts might help at first, but after a while, you know what? None of your wisdom's going to make a difference. They usually don't want to hear it. That's why at some point we need to just let go of our demand, free them to decide what they want to do, and let them live with their choices and implications, even the consequences. In other words, we're removing any pressure from us to change, and we're removing some pressure on us to be responsible for their outcomes. In a similar way, God has given us the choice on everything from salvation to how we run our family. He provides everyone with a free choice regarding whether they're going to follow God and his wisdom or not. Joshua 24:15 says, choose for yourselves this day who you will serve. But be aware, however, that our decision to let go of our demand to change someone may actually irritate them, because now they're responsible, not us. That's when we just got to stay nonchalantly firm and kind, encourage them, of course, but let them keep doing what they're doing if they want. Second, we must also let go of our demand that people always like, affirm, or be pleased with us. I mean, it's natural for us as humans to do a lot of things to get others to think we're great. So we dress, talk, think, accomplish stuff, act, and look like what we believe they want us to be, rather than embracing who we are. Again, God gave us a similar choice regarding our, giftedness to help each other. It says the same Spirit distributes these gifts to each one just as God determines. See, it's supposed to be us, not how much we're like other people. It's, of course, fine to enjoy what comes with meaningful, caring relationships and friendships, good food and conversation and all that. Even then, it's okay to be ourselves, however, to not just do and talk about everything others focus on. And the third one, we got to let go of our demand to find meaning and purpose in life apart from God. Our ultimate fulfillment and happiness can never be enough through our successes and talents and fame and prestige and relationships and possessions, accomplishments, jobs, spiritual maturity, or anything or anyone else. See, if we don't let go of all those things to provide something they can't, we will want more and more from them, and we'll spend much of our lives disappointed, angry, or depressed. There's a lot of people that way today. Instead, we just got to accept our weaknesses and faults and selfish tendencies and see them as part of what will help us grow and learn for the future and assist others facing similar challenges. Psalm 42 says, "As the deer pants for water, so my soul pants for you, O God." See, only God will satisfy our longings for that human temporary water that we think will finally fill us up and quench our thirst. Jesus also said in the New Testament that he's the living water, and if we drink that, we'll never thirst again. The good news is that we can finally enjoy our earthly human opportunities for what they are and not have to squeeze more out of them so that we feel what we need to feel. So what do you need to let go of? That's my question. Putting aside your demands that others change, or that people always like you, or that you find fulfillment in whatever you're demanding from now, let it all go, even if it seems a little scary. And when you want to go back and fan those same old unfulfilling flames, let them go. Let them wane. Let them cool off. And then just keep singing, "The cold never bothered me anyway." Talk to you next time.